So just had to roll them dice and do the right thing and bet on myself.
It was time to get out, huh?
Time to get out.
I know, man.
Dead or in jail, so you just get away from all of that. And
a couple of Maybachs, then some Rolls Royces, then some watches, buildings, and more.
How about that? Some buildings. Not
Wait,
even
he
like
bought himself. So what do you get you? Like as a friend or something?
Every gift is important to me. Every gift is important.
The boxing world has been shaken after reports connected Floyd Mayweather to a massive $42 million scam controversy that sparked outrage and serious questions about his financial empire. Attention quickly shifted to Leonard Ellerbe, who finally addressed the situation, but instead of calming the storm, his response intensified the drama and fueled further speculation. Allegations involving Mayweather Promotions along with disputed business deals and claims of unpaid obligations have affected the flawless image of endless wealth that Floyd Mayweather displayed for years. While he continues to project luxury and confidence, many are now questioning whether this marks the beginning of a genuine downfall or simply another controversy in his headline-driven career. But one thing is certain: the aura of untouchable dominance no longer appears as strong as it once did.
Might be leaving Mayweather Promotions. Is there any truth to any of that?
no.
That's a resounding no.
So about a week after Leonard Ellerbe said that he was not leaving Mayweather Promotions, Floyd posted that he has stepped down from the company. About a week ago, Blue Blood Sports said the fact that Ellerbe was working with Tank and he's with Floyd is going to bring some type of conflict of interest, and he might as well step down from Mayweather Promotions. Something's gotta give. Well, something gave. Floyd moved on with Richard Schaefer, who, was previously with Golden Boy Promotions, a guy with like over 40 years of experience. I'm guessing Leonard is going to keep working with Tank, but y'all already know what it is, my peoples. Box Center, your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Peace.
As he approaches 50, Floyd Mayweather continues to dominate social media with non-stop displays of extreme luxury, showing private jets, massive jewelry, and an over-the-top lifestyle. However, critics believe that this constant need to prove wealth is becoming a risky habit that could slowly drain his fortune. Many observers warn that living only to showcase success is not sustainable, and if this pattern continues, it could eventually push the boxing legend towards serious financial trouble.
They kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old and feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it.
Floyd Mayweather headline grabbing $42 million real estate venture involving more than 60 prime Manhattan buildings is now under intense scrutiny. Although he publicly claimed full ownership of the properties, reports suggest that he may hold only a small stake with no formal ownership transfer officially documented. This discrepancy raises doubts about how much control he actually has and brings serious questions about the transparency of the entire deal.
The flex happening with Floyd Mayweather that we were all cheering and congratulating him from, but we might need to put a pin in that as some evidence comes forward that things may not be how they seem. So a couple weeks back, I talked about it here on the show. Floyd Mayweather said he dropped $402 million on 62 Manhattan rental buildings. But Business Insider went and did the research. They did their Googles, and they said they couldn't find any receipts that this is true. There were no deed transfers, no public records, nothing. They made some phone calls to owners, and they could not find any information regarding this transaction. Floyd has gone on interviews and discussed it. Of course, 50 Cent dropped in with his troll thing and put the interview up and the information about it and said he bought them in his imagination. Same place he read all those Harry Potter books, because 50 gone 50. My question is, does Floyd, was he swindled in some sort of business deal?
Additionally, many of these buildings, including several that are rent stabilized, are struggling to generate the expected profits, highlighting potential weaknesses in Floyd Mayweather investment strategy and raising concerns about the long-term sustainability of his real estate ventures.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
He's collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot, but even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate. Just
beyond Manhattan, Floyd Mayweather has invested in other major real estate ventures, including a $10 billion office portfolio managed by 601 companies, which features landmarks such as the Aon Center and the Old Post Office in Chicago. These investments reflect his ambition to build a far-reaching real estate empire. Meanwhile, Leonard Ellerbe, longtime associate and former chief executive officer of Mayweather Promotions, has played a significant role in Floyd Mayweather business affairs, but recent developments have raised questions about the financial practices of both men.
Basically gave him $1 million, came out to Vegas, and they had a whole backstory to that. And I'm pretty sure Leonard was around seeing all that. And what you're saying doesn't sound far-fetched. And I'm not agreeing with you just to agree with you, but like the champ may be hurt just because like you a human being, you could whoop ass, but you're still a human being, right? You may be hurt that you missed a moment. I've also seen guys where, you know, they moment passed and you try to hold on to things and that becomes an element of it. But then also it's just not a Leonard Ellerbe thing. There's a lot of people who may be in position around a Floyd Mayweather, but whatever deal they agreed to at the time didn't allow them to get all the money that they probably could have earned, right? And so he probably sees the infrastructure that Tank doesn't have in the relationship, and he's not saying, hey man, it ain't fuck you.
Leonard Ellerbe revealed that Gervonta Davis, one of the leading fighters under their promotion, allegedly never received a massive payment of $33 million. This claim has triggered serious questions about the financial integrity of Mayweather Promotions and how its fighters are compensated. The response was swift, as Gervonta Davis openly criticized Floyd Mayweather business decisions and implied that possible mismanagement may have impacted his earnings.
But I've seen recently that he's actually looking to leave. So how does that relationship work? How does that work as far as, you know, grooming somebody, getting them to a point, and then having some differences?
I've always been a gentleman. I've always been respectful. And there's nothing like taking a kid that come from the same background as you and helping them and put them in a position to become a multi-millionaire. You know, you meet a kid, he come up to you for an autograph. You sign an autograph for him, then I tell him, in a few years when you get older, I'm gonna work with you and I'm gonna make you world champion someday. Years later, I started working with him, helped him, pushed him to be great. And if he feels like, you know, he's grew wings where he can fly, become his own boss, more power to him.
Mayweather Promotions, founded by the legendary Floyd Mayweather, has long been a dominant force in the boxing world. Under the leadership of Leonard Ellerbe, the company flourished, producing some of the highest-earning and most widely viewed fights in recent history. From the record-breaking showdown with Manny Pacquiao to the electrifying event against Conor McGregor, the promotion consistently delivered spectacles that generated enormous attention and revenue.
17-0 in 12-round fights.
Like he tried to get Pacquiao out of here.
Exactly. Entered the ring. He didn't get off to his fastest start. Gets him into the corner.
Less using the jab as not more than a rangefinder because it landed against the ropes. He wheels off those.
Mayweather sense in his mind that he wants to do, he can do.
Mayweather, because they felt that he was the obstacle to getting the fight made.
He couldn't fight as he did against Margarito, much slower.
He came in not really as up on point like Floyd was, and he got a way different
outcome without the tactical ammunition to open up. And in Grand Rapids, Las Vegas.
I want to talk to you about your fight with Conor McGregor.
He's the Caucasian Floyd Mayweather. You know, it's a knockoff version, but
it's a great goddamn comparison right there.
Yeah.
It may be the funniest thing I've ever.
Yeah, he's a hell of a knockoff version.
There has to be a level of respect now after that? Because after
I take my hat off to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he a dog.
The best moment for me was after that fight when you guys hugged after the fight and he was like, I'm mad that they stopped it. You should have just put me down. He said, I didn't have no legs.
I mean, I want the man to have a career after me.
Yeah.
It sounded good when the fight was over.
Yeah.
You know, when I was digging off in his ass, he was like, you know.
What is the conversation about you going into the octagon? Is that a real conversation?
Anything is possible. I can go get a deal right now from the UFC. Probably $4-5 billion deal.
Leonard Ellerbe time at Mayweather Promotions was marked by strategic partnerships, sharp marketing instincts, and a strong eye for talent. He played a key role in elevating fighters like Gervonta Davis from rising prospects into pay-per-view attractions. Known for his explosive power and commanding presence, Davis later spoke openly about the changes that followed Leonard Ellerbe's departure, making his views on the leadership transition unmistakably clear.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him.
Canelo Alvarez's 2013 fight against Floyd Mayweather had a lasting impact on his career. Although he lost the bout, Canelo Alvarez has described it as a crucial lesson and a turning point that showed him the pain of defeat and strengthened his determination. Since then, he has captured world titles in 4 weight divisions, demonstrating his resilience and growth. Meanwhile, Mayweather Promotions appeared to be thriving until Leonard Ellerbe's resignation created shockwaves and ignited widespread speculation across social media.
Hi there and welcome to Jam's Boxing Chat. This is just a quick one that the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe, has left his role with immediate effect. He's been replaced by Richard Schaefer. God knows what's going on in the Mayweather camp, but I'm sure we'll...
The unexpected Instagram post announcing Leonard Ellerbe's resignation immediately triggered a wave of speculation among fans. The timing raised even more eyebrows because Mayweather Promotions had just finalized a major television deal with Amazon Prime Video that was expected to expand its global reach. Floyd Mayweather's past has been surrounded by numerous controversies, particularly involving financial matters, with accusations ranging from disputes over payments to claims about tax issues. In one widely discussed incident, he was reportedly detained in Dubai over unpaid luxury jewelry. Situations like these have intensified skepticism about his business practices and the way he manages his financial affairs.
It turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Floyd Mayweather's reputation regarding money continues to be clouded by his controversial history. Although he presents himself as a savvy entrepreneur, critics argue that he often pursues quick gains rather than establishing long-term financial stability. His business dealings with friends, partners, and even fans create an image of wealth that appears more centered on showmanship than on careful strategic planning.
AKA Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather, and I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, you know, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, you know, it's like, hey, you know, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some...
Floyd Mayweather's spending habits were not only flashy, but were reportedly supported by questionable schemes. Allegations claim that he profited from dubious promotions and scams, with reports that fans were charged for events or merchandise that never actually occurred.
Just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess what?
Drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
There's more
We're not
scamming
done
to be
yet,
done.
and it's not over.
My God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he fucking didn't.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
Closer examination suggests that Floyd Mayweather's actual income is far lower than his grandiose claims. Some reports indicate that certain fight purses were around $60 million, well below the $350 million he often boasts about. This consistent exaggeration raises questions about the true size of his fortune and suggests a carefully constructed image intended to impress the public.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
You know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
This habit of acquiring expensive items without promptly paying for them reflects a reckless approach to money. Relying on credit and delaying payments creates a fragile financial foundation, one that can collapse despite past successes or earnings.
Mad statement. And he said that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai because he owes people money and he can't pay them, or won't pay them, one or the other. Before I carry on, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Now for me, the idea that one of the richest men in the world cannot pay somebody in Dubai is a bit mad. However, Tank Davis has come out and said ask Floyd to go live right now, and he can't. Which is a fair point, and knowing how Mayweather's ego is, if it was possible for him to go live, he would be responding to this straight off the bat. Now that being said, it wasn't that long ago since we saw that video call between him and Bill Haney on the internet. So whether this is true or not, I do not know. It could just be Tank throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, because I know that relationship has been a little bit ropey in the last few years. But you never know, especially with somebody like Mayweather, who sometimes comes across with a bit of a god complex. Maybe he's just tried screwing the wrong people. But let me know what you guys think to this. Do you think that Floyd Mayweather is being held captive in Dubai? Or do you think this is just Tank Davis stirring up some stuff? Let me know in the comments. As always, a like, a favourite, save a share, all appreciated. Please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Peace out.
Despite all these controversies, Floyd Mayweather continues to flaunt his wealth with extravagant purchases such as a $1.13 million Super Bowl suite, while insisting that his financial empire remains rock solid.
And guess what? Your job don't pay like my job.
Well, it depends.
Your job don't pay like my job.
That brings me to another point.
I know. Why are you coming back? I can make $200 million in 18 months because I want to. Because I want to come back and steal some more money. Is that okay?